Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisiphote njalo ngokubuka amavidiyo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Iy'nsuku ezedlule sikhulumile ngo-Advocate Shamila Batohi, National Director of Public Prosecution, ngamafuphi NDPP. Njengoba sese-under i-cross examination lapha kwi-commission kaBinde, simbonile-ke ukugcina ukuthi ugcine engasafuni ukuphendula imibuzo, wathi ngeke asho lutho yena up until athole i-legal advice. Ngeke asaphendula imibuzo, ngaleso sizathu nje ucela ukukhululwa ahambe. Sizokhumbula ukuthi inhloso ye-commission le khona ukubheka ukuthi u-Advocate Chauke, ODPP, ufanele na ukuthi abe se-ofisini. Kodwa ngendlela okuyiyo ivele yajika lento kwasengathi ihlola manje ukuthi yena ngokwakhe u-Advocate Shamila Batohi ufanele na ukuba se-ofisini lokuba NDPP. Angeke-ke sisabuyele emuva, basikhulumile ngalokho, senza ivideo mayelana nalolu daba. Kodwa kune-application abekayifakile lapho bekafuna khona ukuguqula ama-terms of reference. Ngizokufundela isinqumo-ke esithathwe i-commission. Fundeka kanje: in the inquiry in terms of section 12(6) of the National Prosecuting Authority Act 32 of 1998 into the fitness of Advocate A. Chauke to hold the office of the South Gauteng Director of Public Prosecution held in Pretoria in the matter between National Prosecuting Authority okuyona Mangele and Advocate Masenyane Andrew Chauke ongummangalelwa. Nansi-ke i-ruling. 1. The applicant launched an application for an amendment of the terms of reference published by the President of the Republic of South Africa on the 30th of September 2025, establishing an inquiry under section 12(6) of the National Prosecuting Authority Act 1998 NPA Act into Advocate M.A. Chauke's fitness to hold office as Director of Public Prosecution in South Gauteng. The application was opposed by Advocate Chauke, the respondent. 2. In the ruling, the panel seeks to provide brief reasons for its decision which will become apparent below. Full reasons for the decision will be set out in the report to the President at the end of the inquiry. 3. It is important to mention that the existing terms of reference may be amended by the President in terms of Clause 7 thereof in the event of new matters emerging during the course of the inquiry. It is also important to highlight that in consequence of the dispute of facts that had arisen from the matter raised and import from certain court decisions, as well as respondents' alleged role in the cases mentioned, the President established this inquiry to, among other things, assess the correct facts regarding the issues raised in the terms of reference and submit a report to the President together with all documents filed of record. 4. The relief sought in paragraph 1 of the notice of motion reads that the proposed amendment to the TOR date 19 September 2025 be and is supported and recommended by the Honorable Panel for referral by the Minister to the President for his approval. 5. In the amendment sought, the applicant seeks to add, replace, expand and introduce certain phrases into the TOR as stated by the applicant itself. The proposed amendment essentially seeks to clarify the existing TOR explicitly from the applicant's papers, including the written submissions. The proposed amendment does not introduce any new matters or new changes. 6. In the opposition, the respondent contended mainly that the proposed amendment is prejudicial to him as it fundamentally alters the scope of the matter to which he was invited to answer, had prepared for, and which matter unfolded and continues to unfold before the panel. Differently put and properly understood, the respondent contention is that the application to amend the terms of reference is procedurally and substantively defective in that it was brought after the commencement of the inquiry, especially after the evidence in chief of the National Director of Public Prosecution, Advocate S. Batohi, was led and concluded, and when cross-examination was ongoing, it is contended further that the proposed amendment, which in the words of the applicant itself seeks to clarify the existing terms of reference, does not warrant any such proposed amendment. 7. Having carefully read the papers and considered the written submission by the parties, and due regards being had to the entire context of the evidence already presented, the panel is not convinced that the matters raised do not constitute new matters to warrant the amendment sought. 8. Accordingly, to this reason, that will be amplified by full reasons that will be included in the report. It is recommended that the relief sought under paragraph 1 of the notice of motion be not granted. In its submissions, the applicant proposed that the extension of the period of the inquiry be granted by an additional period of 2 months, subject to the panel's discretion and motivation. This is a matter that is under consideration by the panel. The extension as raised by the applicant will, in the circumstances, be inevitable. The panel will, with due consideration of all relevant factors to be placed before the President, request for an extension in due course. 10. This ruling shall be transmitted to the President through the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, Ms. M.T. Kupai, Member of Parliament. Date on Friday, the 19th of December 2025. Wayesayisana-ke lapha uJustice B.E. Kabinde, OO Chairperson we-inquiry. Ngakho-ke isicelo sika NDPP oku-Advocate Shamila Batohi asemukelekanga. Uthi Chauke mayiphendula uthi ama-terms of reference bewahamba kahle esathula ubufakazi bakhe in chief. Inkinga iqale manje njengoba seka under cross examination, yingakho esezana manje lokho nje kukodwa kumbeka yena endaweni engekho yinhle ngoba ayisezukuba fair kuye, ngoba manje uma ngase bevumela ukuthi akamendwe ama-terms of reference, kusho ukuthi kuzobe lokho kwenziwa ngoba kufanele kuvune uShamila Batohi, u-advocate uShamila Batohi, indlela aphendule ngayo. Kodwa bashilo-ke bathi umuntu onamandla okuguqula ama-terms of reference upresident. So izinto azimhambeli kahle NDPP, and uzakhumbula ukuthi ey'nsukwini ezedlule uchairperson we-portfolio committee ye-justice ushilo wathi lento eyenziwe advocate uShamila Batohi ayomukelekanga. No one is above the law. Kufanele abuyele kwi-commission aphendule imibuzo ngoba sila sikhona nje uyo wabhalela upresident wakhalaza ngoNkabinde. Upresident wayesevula le commission ukuze kukwazi ukuthi uNkabinde naye asho iside lakhe le story, nayo NDPP asho iside lakhe le story, kubonakala kwenzakala. Manje akakwazi ukuthi yena aqala into bese yajika, futhi uma yena njengekhanda le-institution engeza ukuba accountable, lokho nje kuzosinika inkinga. Nathi njengabantu base-South Africa sizoyithemba kanjani ukuthi accountability into ekhona uma yena njengekhanda ezokubalekela ukubhekana nemibuzo le yabuzwa yona advocate uNcuka Ithobi. Angiyibambe le video, bengiku-update nje ukuthi izinto azihambi kahle for u-NDPP oku-Advocate uShamila Batohi. Mina nawe asidibane kwividiyo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.